Good morning, everyone. This is Chunshim. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. I'm so glad to share this with you. So, this is about the book uh, by Ilji. So, today, what I will deliver to you is about the life attitude. We talked about 120 years, right? So the first attitude, the my sharing is not about the philosophy of life. It's not about the should. It's just the attitude toward life. So it's a practical. I hope you can apply this to your life. So I feel like the life, this lifetime, right? Is it mine or is it me? Maybe neither. So even though this lifetime ends, then it's the end of me. If you understand energy, you may have a little bit different idea. And then, is it also mine? It's hard to tell. It feels like this lifetime is given, and then we don't know who gave, right? Who will take it away? We don't know. So if you have your belief, you can say your God. That's fine. If you don't have that, you can say higher power or it's just the natural. Any idea is okay. So it feels like it's given, and then feels like it's like a rent. We rent this time because we cannot just decide, you know, okay, when I wanna die or when I wanna start. So anyway, we are here. We just found ourselves here. So it's already given. So what can we do? We don't pay rent for this lifetime, right? It's given free. So then how can we use this well? You know, we can finish this early or we don't have to. It's everyone's choice. So what we can do is taking care of 99% of life. And the last 1% is not in my hand. Does it make sense? So it's also related to humbleness toward the life. But we have this freedom of 99%. So how then can we use this 99%? That's what I will share today a little bit. It's about the management. How can I manage my life better? So there are two kinds of attitude. One is attitudes. One is like a slave attitudes. The other one is a master attitudes. That's the choice. So the first one, slave attitude, is like you just do whatever is given. So there is a kind of no joy. Can you imagine? You just do whatever is given, but you have no free will. No space for creation. Then would you feel excited? Maybe not, right? You may feel like, what is this? Why am I living this life? Better to finish early, maybe, or I'm so miserable. Like we all feel that kind of thing. Maybe you know one point in our life, right? Or master consciousness, master attitude is, yeah, 99% is mine. What can I do? What do I want to create? That's the master attitude or consciousness. And then both are choice. So it's a more fun and the more, energized. So I hope you can do that too. So it's all about the management. with the humbleness because we can manage 99%. So let me give you a few tips. How can you manage your life well? First of all, your own health, right? So for health, imagine this: if you are sick, you are in the hospital or you have to go to hospital all the time. It's hard to manage the joyful life. So how can you take care of your health? How can you help? So the body is like a car, and then every day we have to provide gas, right? That's the food or exercise, right? Or some energy. So you can think about food as a gas. So you have a car. What kind of a gas you wanna get for your car? Very cheap, unhealthy, or better quality. So when you go and shop, you can think about it. So whatever I eat, it will make my condition. So, make sense? It's not just your tongue, right? Or your thinking. But once you eat it, it makes body. So what food can make my body better? So that's what I do when I go and shop. I just feel my body. I ask my body, what do you like? So it's often different from what you think. So I think any food is okay, but usually I give this guideline to my members. So energy-wise, reduce sugar, any sugary. So when I buy, I read the ingredients. So like the sugar or what is the glucose, right? Any, whatever I don't understand, any words, then I don't choose much. So that's the number one. The sugar, and the members ask, what about brown sugar? What about black sugar? I say, maybe not. Because we can get the sugar from everything already. So when I traveled this time, so I tasted the natural vegetable, more like a herb. It's so sweet. It's a different sweet. So sweets are everywhere. The vegetables, your grains, right? So first one is just to reduce white sugar or all kinds of sugar. Honey, I also get that question. Little bit, not too much. It's hard to find very genuine honey. So it's also not much because it breaks balance. And then white flour, white rice, white salt reduce. Better salt is better, right? And then reduce the cold drinks. So, and then there are so much to eat. So if you have this awareness, you can choose a better fuel, the gas. It helps your car, your body. Does it make sense? I think it's just a common sense. Uh, I don't give you any like a specific thing. It's just a common sense. You feel hurt, and then everything drops again. So I call this kind of energy food, energy from others, because we get it, we feel it. Is it right? So how can we choose then the better energy food? Because some people are suffering. Some people are very emotional. Some people are negative. Some people are better. It's all different kinds. So, in energy world, there is no boundary. We just get it. So then, how can I keep the master attitude in the energy world? Because there is no boundary. It's just it comes. We feel all kinds, right? Stress and their thinking and their opinion, everything. So how can I make the master consciousness in the energy world? So when you have your food, you digest and you make it yours. In the energy world, there is the same digestive system in our body. It is called the chakras. So some chakras, especially the root chakra, the lower chakras, It's like a digestive system. It purifies your energy. So I hope, this physical stomach is already here, but a chakra is there, but activating is our job. Way to your root chakra, right? Intestine exercise, belly button healing, or some exercise there, right? Mm. And then create the warmth, make your all organs soft, and then your lower chakra functions, and then the chakras are like the digestive system. So I teach this with the self mastery course. So whatever is coming, any frequency, energy, and that you can digest. Make sense? So that's more like an energy food. I hope you practice that. Okay. Second thing is the food and then exercise. And then you understand the or external exercise for your muscle, right? For your body. So when I was younger, I never liked it, exercise. So it's like a week. So I nowadays I do it because my teacher said do it, do exercise. So I love walking. So this is a physical body, but walking or running, it can circulate energy too. So you already know about it. I think you're better than me. Second is internal exercise. So we need to help internal and then external, right? Internally, how can you help yourself? Because when we get sick, right, or dying, it's from inside. The belly button healing and intestine exercise or breathing, that kind of thing. Anyway, the other meditations and yoga also teach, right? So once you learn that internal exercise, the convenience is you can do that anytime, anywhere. Very convenient. External exercise, you have to go to gym or you may have some tools at home. But this internal exercise you can do anywhere, anytime. So you can combine it. When you drive, you can do it. So when I drive, for instance, I don't use any music. I just sit there. I drive 20 minutes, for coming, another 20 minutes for going, right? Work, my home. So I do intestine exercise or breathing. So it doesn't bother your focus during driving. And then you can do that at work or during driving or when you talk with others anytime. So why don't you? Right? Because it helps your internal condition. It's like external. It's the same. So externally, the people say, "Oh yeah, do you have a muscle? Because you need a muscle." Is it right? So internally, we also need the muscles. So it takes time. Because some people say, I have been practicing this many years, still I don't know how to focus. I know, but I can't. So why is it happening? So it's not about how many years you have done this. It's up to your focus and the willpower. Energy muscle with the practices. So when I started this, I knew this internal exercise can help me, but I always forgot. I make my mind in the try again. It took many months to grow that energy muscle. So many months later, when I drove, my tummy was just moving by itself. It became a habit. So everybody can do it. Make sense? Just to keep trying again and again instead using your energy for your self-judgment or feeling discouraged. You don't have to go that way. Does it make sense? So third one is your mind. So first one food, the second is internal external exercise, third one is your mind. So the English, the word the mind means very like broad, right? So here the mind is kind of your common condition, internal. So healthier way is not just being alone. So keep your inside, create a good relationship with you as well as others. That helps. The Harvard researchers did this for, they have been watching lots of people for like a generations, maybe at least two generations, and then their conclusion is when people have a very good relationship and then they live a better life, healthier life. So I totally agree with this. Okay, so then also practice how you can make a better relationship. Okay, so these three things are main for your health, for 120 years. First one is your physical food. There are so many theories, so you already know what is the better diet. And then think about your energy diet. Okay, and then second is exercise, internal exercise as well as external exercise. Am I doing internal exercise too? That helps your energy body, your emotions and stress and your clarity and happiness and peaceful. Third one is your mind condition. I don't go to specific thing today, just in general. Is my relationship okay? First, me and myself. Is it comfortable? It's very, very important. Otherwise, you can contact me or yeah, try some anything's possible. Okay, whatever helps your mind. So that's the first relationship, you and yourself. Second thing is you and others. So we can manage this energy in a relationship too. Does it make sense? So please be aware of this. And first, create the healthier life, happier life, and more peaceful life. And then I will go more details next time. So thank you everybody. Have a happier, more peaceful, healthier life. Love you all. Thank you.